Guys, I was just messing around, checking out some backwater spots, and I decided to put the Crocs in four-wheel drive and actually walk across the land. And I got to this backwater here, and you can already see it. I come up here, and I'm pretty sure I don't have my polarized shades on, but I think I can just see outlines of bluegill beds with a bunch of fish swimming around them. So this is gonna be fun. It's only like a foot deep in there. I've actually found out, like, instead of exploring this by coming and taking my boat back in here, I've opted to go with this method, and it helps prevent from spooking fish. Like, if I drive my boat back in this, 2 feet of water here, all these bluegills are gonna get spooked. I need to stop talking and catch a couple. Man, I'm excited. So I have to be pretty technical as I approach this. And I only want my bobber down like 6 inches probably. I'm almost gonna use this tree as a shield. And I'm gonna start close. I wanna catch the ones close by first, and then work back. It's not a big bluegill, but that's the spawning bluegills right there. I haven't done this in a while. This is gonna be fun. There's one. That's a big one. Gosh, this is too much fun. That's what I'm talking about. Look at the colors on that thing. I love how I'm whispering as if the fish are gonna hear me, but honestly they might. Look at that. That is just a specimen of a bluegill. Unreal. Oh, I have the tiny little jig with a piece of worm on it here. Oh my gosh. That was an embarrassing hook set. It hits the water and they just want it. Okay, I can't hook them here. Hold up, that's not a bluegill. That's not a bluegill. Gosh darn. Oh no, I think it's a big bass. He's in the weeds now. Oh no. Oh no. This is like 2-pound test on a tiny little ultralight. And I don't think I have another slip bobber set up with me right now. So I need to play this where I had a shrapnel of worm on that thing. Oh my gosh, guys, it's a big bass actually. Well, he's probably in there chomping things off, gills off their beds. I'm gonna get in the water here with him. Try to land this thing without busting off. Oh, that is cool. Well, where there's bluegill, there's bass that want to eat them. But a piece of worm on a tight, light jig was apparently an easier bait for him. That was fun. Thanks for playing, buddy, and not breaking my line. Appreciate you. Well, I still have a shrapnel of worm to use. Those gills probably appreciate me now. I just saved them. Look at that. So fun. I mean, it is as fast as it hits the water, man. They're just stacked. That's a pretty one. You're gonna hear me say that a lot. I think all fish are pretty. The big ones are pretty much gonna either hit it right away or recast it. Yep, that's my worm. All right, I'm not even gonna mess with worms. I just found this piece of plastic twister tail, and all I'm gonna do is take a chunk of that and put that on the jig. I don't think it's gonna make a difference. Instant bite. Yeah, maybe it is making a difference. I don't think it quite has enough action. So I'm gonna take the, gotta bite off a better piece of it. What I did now is make it a little more grub-like. Man, apparently I need to go to a worm. I wish I had some of my liquid willow cat finesse tail plastics. They would for sure. There we go. Fooled that one. Oh, wow. I will say it's the biggest one of the day. So, for what it's worth, plastic at least catches some nice ones. Probably avoid all the little ones. Probably don't want to mess with chasing it. I can see a big one looking right at it. Well, I'll get the dumb ones on this trashy piece of plastic, and then I'll switch to worms for the ones that won't bite. Holy smokes. I don't think I set the hook hard enough. GoPro, stop recording. Alright, well at some point, you gotta just stop being an idiot. And when you have night crawlers sitting behind you, you just need to use them. I am actually shocked that they were as aggressive as they were before though, and then as soon as I switch to a plastic, they won't bite. And then suddenly night crawler, suddenly they're doinking it right away. Yep. That's a nice one, wow. Look at that thing. Gorgeous spawning colors. See, based on how aggressive they are, it still shocks me that I wasn't getting them without the worm. I mean, watch, it's gonna hit the bottom. Like, I'm gonna cast this out there and I'm gonna get bit instantly, I'll bet. Oh, that was a nice one too. They are just cruising around though, like chasing each other and stuff. Nice gills. Not giants by any means. Like, these are maybe 8 inches, but you know what? I do almost feel like I should keep a couple of these. At least enough for a snack. Wow. There's an absolute stud. Look at that thing. Look at the colors on this guy. That's something. Just a gorgeous fish. Bass in there now. Yeah, it's pretty cool back here. Tucked all the way back of this bay. Just like a different type of fishing, I guess. Feels less crowded, not as many people around. I really enjoy it. So give it a try. If you are getting on bluegills in general, just like do it respectfully. Don't be that guy that goes there with your whole family and catches limits for days on end off the beds. Like, enjoy this fishery, but I encourage you to not clear out an entire nest of them, you know what I mean? Take a few for dinner, there's nothing wrong with that. Don't get the wrong idea, but I feel like it's important not to just come wipe out an entire spawning grounds for the bluegills. And unfortunately, I feel like that can happen sometimes. This would actually be really fun on the fly rod. I've done that before, it's a blast. Not that it takes tips to catch bluegill. However, if I was specifically targeting bluegill, I would get red worms instead of night crawlers, so that the red worms are just down there wiggling and stuff. These night crawlers, they're not obviously making a lot of movement down there. Obviously it still works, but a red wiggler worm doing its thing down there, you don't even have to twitch it or nothing then. There's weeds on it, it didn't even matter. There's a storm rolling in right now. And I think it has these fish extra chomping. Some of them just have that purple iridescence. I love it. Oh boy. That's a nicer one. This will be my 6th fish that I put in the bucket. I've been letting everything else go, but, well, I was gonna say I wanted to take 6 home for dinner for dinner for Rachel and I. And I purposely hadn't been keeping that 6th one yet, just catch and release in case something swallows it. And I was gonna put that one in because it's thunderstorms rolling in here, and was gonna just probably pack up and go, but now I guess I gotta catch one more fish. Five would probably be fine too. I guess 6 fish though. It's nice. 6 fillets per each of us. Perfect amount for a meal. Even though I usually end up eating 8, she probably eats 4, but. There we go.
My SD card ended up filling up here, so this was the last clip, but
Yeah,
caught one more and got out of there. Great day. Thanks for watching.